Hello. Today we'll be discussing our findings on the current process of work performance review preparation and the broader goals of our project. Meet Amy, a 32-year-old marketing associate at a tech startup who wants to get promoted. She wants to ensure she recalls all the necessary information at hand to present a comprehensive review of her achievements and areas of improvement. Amy's needs and challenges are encapsulated by the problem statement that's driven our research up until this point. Working professionals need a productive and efficient way to keep track of their accomplishments for performance reviews. Our goals were to 1. Inform the design of a performance management system which would aid working professionals like Amy to keep track of their accomplishments for such reviews. 2. Help employees focus on their actual work by simplifying the documentation process. And 3. Encourage clear communication and transparency among different stakeholders in the performance review process. To achieve this, we wanted to learn about what strategies and processes do working professionals currently utilize to prepare for self-performance reviews, as well as what factors affect the self-performance review preparation process of employers.
Now we will present our first study where we conducted interviews to investigate our research questions. We conducted semi-structured interviews with 7 participants ranging from 23 to 55 years old. These participants met our inclusion criteria as they were full-time employees who completed various self-performance reviews. We asked open-ended questions where we wanted to learn about their experiences, challenges, and motivations to document their tasks. Lastly, to synthesize our findings, we ran a semantic analysis, an affinity diagram, and a culture work model.
Next, we'll discuss the results of our first study. Our analysis found 4 key themes relating to our project research questions. Our first theme is motivation. All of our participants followed a specific format given by their company's HR departments and management. This motivated them to set proper goals and tasks and have clear objectives on what to document. Similar to Amy, many of our participants were motivated so they can get promotions, increase their salaries, and obtain higher bonuses. Our second theme is preparation. All of our participants had a development plan to set goals at the beginning of the year. Their development plan was based on success metrics, SWOT or metrics analysis, which ultimately helped them to connect their own personal goals to their company project goals. Our third theme is documentation. Our participants documented various concepts for their self-performance reviews as mentioned by participant 2. Something interesting to note is that although participants included their mistakes, one of our participants saw mistakes as a negative aspect, while the rest of our participants saw mistakes as a positive aspect to help them grow. Our last theme is challenges. Our participants thought the short time window caused pressure to recall information and difficulty with writing concise reports.
While completing the interview study, our team identified the needs to explore further into working professionals' daily documentation habits. Therefore, we conducted the diary study. In our second study, following the same inclusion criteria, we have recruited 5 participants who were full-time employees and completed various self-performance reviews. They were asked to complete a Google Form questionnaire by the end of each business day for 2 weeks. The questions are in different formats and wanted to learn about their day-to-day experience on the documenting process. Lastly, to synthesize our findings, we used meta-analysis, affinity diagrams, and a streamline diagram. Next, we will discuss the results of our second study. Through our analysis, we uncovered 3 key themes relating to our project research questions.
Our first thing is documentation practices. Professionals document work using spreadsheet and note-taking apps with an average frequency of 2.5 days. Participants appreciate and were willing to use documentation processing regularly. One participant utilized documentation for emotional processing and identify areas for improvement. Our second thing is documentation barriers. Participants face barriers in documentation, including time constraints, organizational issues, and selectivity. Common reasons including busy schedule, lack of task, and difficulty obtaining information. Our last thing is positive impact. Documentation positively impact participant preparedness, progress tracking, and future projects. Participants note benefits such as time saving, better performance review preparation, and enhanced development plans.
By the end of our research, we came up with design guidelines for a new performance management system, such as first, incorporating a reminder system to encourage documentation progress with incentives to encourage regular documentation. As mentioned by one of the participants during the interview, she had difficulty recalling projects she had done during the year, and it was hard to select the best projects to show off as she couldn't remember the details. So, reminding them to do so throughout the week ensures they capture everything. Another guideline would be allowing users to find potential action-based opportunities, as one diary study participant talked about how their documentation helped them find opportunities to improve at work. Third, focusing on streamlining documentation to help users save time while documenting, as participants expressed they skip documentation due to their busy work schedules. Additionally, incorporating opportunities for self-reflection to ease their preparation process, as participants found self-reflection crucial to preparing for evaluations. And lastly, measuring growth and development based on role and company goals as participants align their tasks and accomplishments to such objectives. And that concludes our presentation.